Greetings, good morning, peace and love. Happy Friday. It's Friday, everyone. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Welcome to Hand Built Pottery. All right, today is September the 17th, 2021. We want to start with our holidays and events for today. Thank you for the participants that have already picked up their pieces, and anyone else who has time to pick up their pieces. You can come today, you can come next week. It's up to you and your convenience. Okay, I hope you all are feeling well out there and positive and strong. And if, we don't always have to make it seem like everything is okay. However, sometimes through our pain or our stress, depression, anything that is not so good, you can still uplift yourself and make things better. Don't just stay in that rut, because you still have time from, which is right now the present, and whatever you produce right now for the present will surely go into your future. So I think that song you heard, I won't complain. I'm not saying not to complain or, open your mouth and let someone know when you need assistance or help. Just try to make the best out of every situation and moment. All right. So, and if there's anything that you all need that I can do for you, that I would definitely, surely love to serve you and help you all. So please just let me know if there's something that I, Kimberlie Wright, can do for you. I'd be glad to. All right, and with saying all that, I just want to say once again that I love you all. All right. So today is Constitution Day, International Country Music Day, International Grenache Day, International Patient Safety Day, National Apple Dumpling Day. If somebody want to make some apple dumplings out there. National Concussion Awareness Day, National Monte Cristo Day, National Pet Bird Day, National POW or MIA Recognition Day, National Professional House Cleaners Day, National Tradesman Day, and Time's Up Day. So today is filled with a lot of days that I don't really know a lot about. I might go back on some of those later and check them out. All right, you all know today that we are going to get back into our canvas clay art. So I was just going to be finishing up a couple more pieces. Every time you look at this piece, I'm finishing up more and more. And while I am showing this particular art, if you all have something to share or show, questions, suggestions, please let me know. Please speak up. And the way that this is on this counter, I wish it can get closer, but however, we're going to work with it right here. Bring this camera down a bit. And my light. All right, so right now you can see I painted some more trees and foliage in the background. I've added my tree stumps to the trees and the branches to the cattails. So I did say that I was going to glue some pieces on today. I'm going to do that, but before I do, I just want to go ahead and paint a few more parts to this piece, which is, a few flowers back here. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and paint these flowers white. And then I also have a couple of pieces I wanted to show as well. Again, yesterday I showed 2 dishes, jewelry dishes that holds jewelry. You can even put change and things like that, or it can serve as just a decorative piece. So I'm just painting, I've already painted like the stem to this flower, and I'm just actually adding some white petals, and I'm putting these flowers in the forefront. And then I have a lot of flowers that look like baby breath, the little flowers that you put in your hair during a wedding or something like that. I have a few of those that I'm going to paint. But what I realized is, since they're so close to my clouds, I was going to do them white at first, but now I'm going to do them like an antique white, kind of like off-white or cream, if you must. And then I think I should put 2 more petals right here. That one was a bit long, but it's okay. All right. So hopefully you can see that. And this is what I mean by I have white here, but I have an antique white here, which is really kind of like a cream. And I'm just gonna sort of dot out my baby breath here. All right, wiping my brush on this paper towel, and I'm dotting over here. So just getting that cream paint and making my baby breath on the outside of this green, really light green stem that I already have. I think I'm gonna go behind the cloud. Actually, that's crazy. Not really crazy, but I think I should go in front of the cloud to make the plant a little bit more profound. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that stem here, really light, and some little branches or something coming from the stem. Yep, that looks better. All right. Going back into my baby breath color, which is the off-white or cream. Adding a little water because the paint is a little thick. And I will be ending class promptly about 5 minutes after 11 today. Anybody got big plans this weekend? No? So on Sunday, I have to work at a children's party doing face paint. Sometimes I do face painting. Did anybody celebrate Grandparents' Day this past weekend? All right. You could have celebrated Grandparents' Day just by not even being with family or anything like that, just relaxing for yourself. All right, I'm going with baby's breath on this side of the canvas as well. And as you can see, I'm just dotting it along. I'll even bring the canvas a little closer so you can see as I am dotting. Just dotting along, especially where I'm actually dotting where I already have made the branches for that particular plant. So far, that's how it's looking. And what I'm going to do now is I need to take, I'm gonna have like a lotus here, a lotus flower there where you see that white, and over here. And so I want to take a bit of a light pink. Which this pink is too dry. And I'm going to paint some petals on top of this lotus flower. This was meant to be like a background, so to speak, or the dark color behind the actual lotus leaves that I wanted to blend in. And so it's like I just want to put a light impression here. And I'm just producing or making these petals right on top of the petals that I made before with the darker color. And I'm making them actually smaller, so you can still see the dark background color. And then I'm gonna let that dry just for a couple of seconds so I can add something else to that actual, those petals. Maybe I could do it right now. Just get a little bit of white. I'm mixing the white with my pink that I just had. Which that looks pretty good. Let's see. So I'm just filling the plant out more with petals. Just need a little bit more pink to kind of just straighten this out right here. And so far, I'm happy with that. All right. So I'm gonna just continue to go on with my details a little bit later, but right now I want to go ahead and show you basically how I'm going to glue the piece to the board. Even though I know a lot of you may know how to glue to the board, Miss Diana was asking me what kind of glue I was going to use. And I'm going to be using this E6000. It's a clear, transparent glue. It has a self-leveling formula, meaning like even though no matter where you put it, as it settles in 24 hours, it'll level out on its own and kind of like adhere or suck to the other parts of the glue and level out on its own. And you have to be careful with this glue. Sometimes if you don't apply it everywhere within the piece that you're using, it becomes rubbery and it actually moves, because this clay gives you a little bit of flexibility But anyway, it's a great glue. I really like E6000. We use it a bit in the class. It's a glue that continues to come out of the tube. So you have to, you see it's already pressurizing out of the tube. You have to close it up if you're not going to use it. And so since I don't want the glue to press out from beneath the frog, I'm going to put it just before the edge, trying to go all the way around the flat surface of the piece. And I don't need a lot of glue, but just enough to actually make sure that it stays down to the surface. And you see, if it had not been hollowed right there where the belly area is, I would probably apply a little bit of glue to the center as well. However, I am going a step so far, like I would not generally glue this to this piece until I'm actually finished painting, so I can spray my painting with clear acrylic spray. But for this piece, all I have to do is really just cover the frog before I spray it. And so I'm gonna hurry up and close my glue so that it doesn't continue to leak out. You see the glue on the frog, and you can even see me hold my fingers on the edges. I didn't put it directly to the edge because the glue is going to press out on its own. I don't want it to press out all on the canvas. Then I'm going to just basically hold it carefully, turn it around, and see where it is that I had the piece sitting carefully. And since I know where the bottom is, first I'm putting the bottom down. And if I need to slide it over the top, just slide it just a bit. And that's basically how it looks.
That looks good.
Thank you. If I have to, if I actually have to wipe any glue up, like I see a little bit around this toe, you can do it with a Q-tip, you can do it with a wet washcloth, or you can just let it dry completely and pull it up, because it's kind of rubbery when it dries. It'll allow you to just pull it up off the piece. Now, believe it or not, this piece will slide a bit because it's already slid just a little bit. And so what I like to do is take a piece of tape, which I have. You can use this regular clear tape that you use for gift wrapping or other purposes, or you can take like a packing tape, which I'm going to use this packing tape because it's a little bit stronger. And I'm going to get scissors because I don't want to use such a wide piece. What I'm going to do is take that, put it on the side of this counter, and cut it in half. I just want to have 2 strips out of this to put across the frog's head and the lower body. So I'm making sure that it's still where I want it.
Kim, the tape won't pull up the paint?
Well, I'm just gonna sit it down really lightly. You know, I'm not really rubbing it down.
Okay.
And it's also just to make sure that the piece doesn't move while it's drying. So once again, I'm taking the piece, and as you can see, when it hits the actual canvas, I'm not really rubbing it down. I'm just letting it kind of fall to hold the piece where it won't move. That's all. And I'm actually pressing the frog down, not where the tape is, but just pressing the frog down to make sure that the glue is actually pressing along with it. And I could continue to paint on this today, or I could just simply wait and work on another piece. All right, so that's basically how you glued it on there. Let it dry. for 24 hours. And then I have a couple more things that I'm going to show you today. We got about 5 minutes. So let me move this stuff out of the way quickly. And I'm going to keep my paint so that I can use that after class. Saving my newspaper. Nothing's wrong with that. And I'm just going to put this down as a little prop. All right. So one second. Sorry, young people. All right. We had a few demos, and today I'm just going to show you one that I completed. This is my incense holder. It's a hand. That's basically how it looks. It's just the top of it. That's where the incense holds. All right. So I'm putting that out. This is the back of it inside. All right, moving right along.
Kim, you should have a raffle of all your pieces.
A raffle?
Yes. For the class.
You know, I was thinking of one day we could do a swap, like everybody brings something that's really nice and we pull numbers or something like that and swap pieces. You can do that for free. I don't know. Sometimes I'm really generous giving my artwork to people, but sometimes I'm really a little standoffish with giving my artwork to my students and artists, because I feel like y'all should make this stuff yourself. But anyway, we're gonna do something. So this is a little metal cone incense holder, and it comes in the box of cone incense that you buy. This is an actual box of coconut incense cones. And so I'm just gonna take my time quickly to light that. Let me get another one that's a little bit more straight on the bottom so it can stand up. So you just hold the dupe or the cone. Just give it a couple of minutes to kind of light. And you see it kind of went out on its own and it has a little smoke. And so you can use, I'm also gonna light this tea light candle. I'm not able to turn off the light in this classroom because it goes off automatically, but I can't turn it off. And so you can use that. This is the house that I made. Let's see if the smoke is gonna come out of the chimney. It's definitely coming out of the sides because I left these two side openings right here. However, I am going to close those up. And when I close them up, I probably will get more smoke coming out of my chimney. So you can see, I see more smoke right now. To be honest with you, when I was constructing this and making it, I got a little bit lazy. I knew that right here on the sides, you see those two openings? I was supposed to close them, but I did not. So, and you can see the finished product of the mandala design on this house. I made it like it was nighttime, or at least where the house was showing light in the dark windows per se. And so that's basically how that piece looks. It's really for like a incense cone incense, but I said that I could possibly use it for a tea light as well. I want to see how it looks with this tea light, if it even fits over it. So it didn't fit over that whole tea light, actual the container for the tea light. I'm gonna try it without the actual glass to see if it fits. So this was never made for a tea light. It looks like a light is in the house, really. I wonder how hot it would get. But anyway, can probably use that for that. But it's actually for this cone incense. I'm gonna keep that right there for a minute. Oh, let me put it back on the grass platform. That's my platform for the piece. I'm gonna sit that back right there on the side and just let that do its thing. And then right here, I have my tea light candle with the holder. And if you can remember, I said you can make this shape to make a lantern, or you can make all kinds of shapes, but this particular lantern is a Christmas tree. And if the lights was off, you all could probably actually, let me turn this one light off and see. If the lights were off, you probably could actually see the lights shining in the tree from the holes that I left. So I made some Christmas tinsel or balls, and I actually left some holes that would shine on the actual walls of the room. And basically, that's how that looks. I have a little gift on the outside and some candy canes, star on the top. And what I like about this, I even made a hole so that I could hang it if I needed to, but I probably don't. But however, I do like the fact that the star indicates where the front of the piece is. And you can see, looks like my little house is on fire over there. It's just smoking along. All right. So I want to see also, can this fit 2 candles? Yes, it can. So I could get more light in here, or if you want your light to be a little bit higher, you can use a taller candle. But however, these tea lights work really well. And they also, even I feel a little bit of heat radiating from the actual tree. And then I have 2 more pieces to show, and I'll show the rest at another time because we're 10 minutes after. And so the other 2 pieces I have is this cute little piece that is for jewelry. And at the time, Mr. Van Dyke had said to me, Kimberlie, why don't you paint the mountains? So this is distorting the color a little bit. Let me move it out the way. She said, why don't you paint the mountains? And so I said, okay, that's a good idea. Since you said that, I'll go ahead and do that. However, I'll just show you. This is the cactus piece close up. You can see that the mountains are painted inside there, in the front. I painted them on the outside. And this is to hold like rings and small jewelry. And all you have to do is take your jewelry like so, like that ring I just put on there. You can even hang a pair of earrings on there if you like. You can place your jewelry, sit it around the piece. Small stuff, you know. Or you can just actually have the piece sitting on some type of something for decoration. All up to you. All right, so I just wanted to show you that. And also, I made a few boxes using our templates. We use geometric shape templates, and I'll show you the other ones later, but for today, yeah, I'll just show them to you later, because actually for the one I did want to show, I need to go ahead and apply gold to it. So we'll just end class for today. Anybody got any questions, suggestions, comments?
No, it's just nice to see the finished work.
Thank you so much, beautiful. That was so nice of you. So something's cooking in my house really good for lunch. That's why it's smoking like that. All right. Anybody have any questions, suggestions? Mr. Van Dyke, thank you for telling me to paint these mountains. All right.
That's good.
Thank you all once again for joining Hand-Built Pottery. And I want you all to have a wonderful Friday, a positive Saturday, and a very beautiful and restful Sunday. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day.
All right.
You too.
Peace and love, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.